So first off, I'm going to explain the script. It basically, all it does is it opens up the two files that are being written to, the TS and the TJ, and it calculates the average. It's literally as simple as that. It reads each line, adds them all up, and at the end it divides it by the total number that there was, which it depends on how long it runs for, and it calculates the average and prints it out to the console. I'm also going to show that the files are currently empty. All the files are empty. The first test is going to be for the single instance version. Has it to number 10 threads, and it goes up to 264 for the 2,642 that there are. So far the average is about 330 per minute, 340, 350. Seems to have stabilized at about 300 per minute, so I'm going to stop it here. Now if I do the same thing, there's going to be values in both of them. So I can just call the query, which is in Python, and it'll print out the average of both of them. The next test is going to be for the AWS. So just same thing, I have the log processing file in there. Nothing in that, nothing in that, and this is the master. And then down here, nothing in that, and nothing in that. So now I'm going to put in the IP address for the load balancer. And clear these and run it. So far it's at about 330 per minute. It's currently at about 307 per minute. Seems like it has stabilized at about 300 per minute, so I'm going to stop it here. Now there should be values in these, and I can run the file. So I get that average for the master and that average for the slave. And using these values, I have another forgot what the name of it was, not gonna lie. Oh, it's in this one, that's why. I have another script that basically it takes in four arguments from the command line, the TS from the master, the TS from the slave, and then it takes in the TJ from the master and the TJ from the slave, and it calculates the total average. So it just averages both of them basically. And so with those values, I can do Python 3, calculate total values, take the, oh my bad, take the total of TS of the master, total TS of the slave, total TJ, oh, button, total TJ of the master, total TJ the slave, press enter, and these are the averages for the AWS load balancer. So now I'm going to, I have another script called empty files. So now I empty that file, so everything's out of it. Do the same thing down here. Everything is out of it. And now I can run the GCP load balancer. So let me just clear these results. That stays the same. Change this IP address. All the files have been emptied, and I can run it. So far, it's at about 315 per minute. It's sitting at about 309 per minute. Once again, it seems to have stabilized at about 300, so I'm going to stop it here. Now going back to here, I'm going to do the exact same thing I did before. There's stuff in there. There's stuff in there. Now, let me just do a quick clear just so it's easier to see. From here, I can calculate each of the, Python 3, my bad. Python 3 log processing.py. So I have all of those for both of them. And same thing, I can call the calculate total values, and I get the S of the master, the S of the slave, tj of the master, tj of the slave. And those are my final values. And that should be everything.